All right, guys. So I know everybody loves corners. We all get excited whenever we get a chance. So today's video is going to be all about corners, taking and defending. That way, every time we get a chance, you guys feel like we know what we're doing and we can quick get set up and have a good result. All right. So here you can see we just won ourselves a corner. Let's get set up to take it. All right. So the ball here is out on the right side of the field. We know our midfielder on that side. The right wing is going to come down and take it. We should also know that the center mid is going to slide down and be the short option, right? We'll get to more on that later, but they're going to slide down and be the short option for the corner. And we have two runs to make. We know this is the near post run and the far post run. So striker's always been taking the near post run, and the other outside midfielder is going to be taking the far post run. This is going to be the basic setup to start our corners. Notice how our players that are making the runs are all the way out on top of the box. They're not starting deep inside here. If everybody piles in goal side, it's going to be very tight in here. There's not going to be a lot of space. Plus, if we're all the way up here and the ball's played out behind, it's very hard to get behind the ball to stay in play. So it's a lot better. We're going to start out near the top of the box. We're going to watch our outside wing, raise their hand, lower their hand, get ready to time our run. And as this ball's getting played in, we're ready on our feet, and we are going to try to time in there and take this corner. So this is when we're going to be taking it long. Now, there's going to be a lot of movement. You guys might move in, come back out. The point of being out here is to hopefully draw out some of these defenders a little bit and loosen up some of this space in front of the goal so we have a chance to score one of these long corners. Now, it's important to know, as soon as everyone knows that this is going to be a long corner, not a short corner, but a long corner into the box, we need to start moving. All right, center mid needs to start moving. Outside mid needs to start moving to make a little bit of a seal around this goal. Keep this ball in. As we play, we'll get back to more of our regular shape. You can see here that if we just sit back and watch our work and we don't sprint to get back into the game, quite a bit, the other team is going to be able to get the ball and start an attack already past the majority of our team. Now you can see a team who's packed in to defend. This is what we'll typically see, right? Where the whole team is packed into the box. They got a wall up there. So it's going to be up to the person taking the kick to decide. If you want to, if you feel like you have some space, we can send it in and see what happens. Just know that if you send it in, we better be sprinting to get back behind the ball to help try to play this out and see if we can score for our team. Also important, as our feet get stronger and stronger, we're not allowed to head the ball, right? So we got to be playing these balls pretty much into the feet, okay? We got to be playing hard balls on the ground, or if we do play it in the air, it's got to be getting to the ground around the time it gets to our players' feet. It doesn't do us any good to send this ball up in the air because, you know, nobody's jumping up and heading this ball in. So our only chance of scoring on long corners is getting it to our players' feet. All right, and to point out, one of the reasons we want our center midfielder to be short here, to receive the short corner, one of the main benefits is to help try to make room in front of the goal, right? So we're hoping that they'll send somebody out to come play them. See how that opens up all that space? Maybe one of these guys comes to play our players on the top of the box that are making the run. That opens up the space and gives us a chance for these long corners to work. Now, if we're playing a team that doesn't do that, right, and everybody's packed in there, that's all the more reason that we might want to think about playing the corner short. And we're going to talk about that now. Now, this is the plan we're going to practice for the short corner. All right. So instead of taking it long, we're going to play it to the short option, the center mid. Okay. Whenever we have the ball and we have some space, we always take our space to draw in the defender. So we take our space. You know, these defenders are coming. Now, see how that opens up. Okay. That opens up in front of the goal. As soon as this ball is played out, this player is going to start an overlap run. It's an overlap run because we're overlapping behind. We did some of this with Coach King. We're obviously going to have to practice this some more before we get comfortable. But this is the plan, all right? So from the corner, this is going to be played to the short option. They're going to take some of their space. They're going to get pressed. As soon as this ball is sent, this player is going to make an overlap run behind, and we're going to play it back. So that's one thing that makes this person taking the corner be a little bit excited about the short option, right? Because you're going to get the ball right back to attack. So this will be the plan. One more time. All right. Short option is going to receive the ball. All right, as soon as they receive the ball, these people are coming. You're going to take a little bit of your space. The whole time this player is going to do an overlap run and the point to get the ball back here, either for a chance to score on goal or to send an across. All right, real quick to defend corners. We're going to try to keep it very simple as a team. Here is our defensive triangle, right? The center backs and the center mid. The plan here is to just tilt this shape. So we're going to still keep our triangle shape, but we're just going to tilt it and we're going to slide it right in. So the back on the side of the ball, near post, middle of the six, and fill the gap. There's our triangle. From up here, we just tilted it and slid it in front of the goal. From there, if you're this outside midfielder, if there's a dangerous player on your zone, you're going to mark them. So if they have a short option, you would mark them. Same on this side. If there's nobody out threatening anything, just come get in front a little bit. We won't worry about those details too much. All we really want to see is that this defensive triangle slides and tilts right in front of the goal. That will work for now. All right, boys, I know that was a long one. There was a lot to go over, but thank you for watching it. If you made it this far, let me know you watched it by coming to practice and telling me how boring it was. Full permission, all right? See you on the field.